All right, let's get to it. This shot behind us, I feel like, doesn't do justice to that beautiful blue sky we saw in the shot earlier.
Gorgeous out there, Tevin.
Yeah.
What's the latest in the forecast for us?
We do have a mix of sun and clouds today. It's a very nice day. In fact, a little bit sunnier than yesterday. If you went out for a run, perhaps, or walked the dog, you know how nice it felt. Temperatures were in the 60s and it wasn't too humid. Well, today it's actually much of the same. 65 degrees right now with partly cloudy skies. We do have a wind out of the east at about 7 miles an hour. And that east wind keeps us in the upper 60s and maybe, just maybe touching 70 in Boston, but we don't think it's any more than that, down to about 63 degrees as the sun is setting this afternoon. There are some showers out right now across portions of Pittsburgh and also Pennsylvania, West Virginia too. These are all the remnants, by the way, of Helene from over the weekend, a far cry from what it once was, and we don't see it getting any closer than what it is already, other than the clouds that we have overhead. Even then, those should not cause much of a fuss today. Temperatures at about, again, 68 for a high in Boston, 74. Look at that in Bangor and Burlington too, and across the Capital District of New York. If you're riding along the Mass Pike, you'll get to temperatures in the upper 70s to low 80s today. It's 55 degrees tonight, a partly cloudy night and rain free, and that holds true into Tuesday with the exception of a few spot showers tomorrow at about 11:30 to 1 o'clock in the afternoon from Nashua through Worcester and even perhaps across Metro West. But I don't see a lot of activity with this. Anyone that gets a shower tomorrow, just consider yourself lucky because they're not likely to be widespread. They're also not severe too. Your travel forecast for Tuesday still brings in milder air across northern New England. Syracuse at 76 degrees, but look at Boston in the low to mid 60s at best. The reason being is, again, along the shore, we do have that east wind tomorrow, so that keeps us coolest at the coast. But I think that wind is a little bit stronger tomorrow, so even across central Massachusetts, highs are in the low to mid 60s. By Wednesday morning, we do have a front coming in that will bring a couple of showers. Nothing widespread, nothing severe, not even prolonged as well. So if you have outdoor plans for both Tuesday and Wednesday, yes, the day will have about a 10 to 20% chance of rainfall, but nothing more than that. Speaking of rainfall, though, a lot of rain right now in the tropics as 3 disturbances are out right now. Tropical storm Isaac to the north that poses no threat to land. Tropical depression Joyce, and then behind that, tropical storm Kirk. Now, Kirk may actually have a longer lifespan, nearing Bermuda as a major hurricane sometime this week. And even outside of that, there are still 2 more zones that we have to watch out for. The one closer towards home has a 40% chance of developing in the next 7 days. It's in the northwestern Caribbean right now. Could perhaps get into the Yucatan and the eastern Gulf of Mexico or western Gulf of Mexico at that and bring us something more. All to say that hurricane season not over just yet. I know that we just got done with a pretty strong storm that was Helene. You'll note there's actually a secondary peak once we get to early to mid-October in terms of the frequency of tropical storms and hurricanes. So please keep your eyes tuned into the weather, of course, as we continue to watch the forecast evolve over the next several days. Quick shower chance on Wednesday. Look at the temperature sliding down into the mid-60s for both Tuesday and Wednesday. But here's a warm-up with summer-like sun returning on Thursday and Friday. More late summer-like, not early summer-like. Highs are in the 70s for both Thursday and Friday and Saturday, too, before fall settles back in next Sunday and Monday.